Well, the weather not fully cooperating here in Pittsburgh, but that has not stopped Steeler Nation from filling the stands at a rain-soaked Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The kicker, Chris Boswell, has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It'll be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again, because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
At the Steelers' 42-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Irving. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 5.
20. Regular. Alert.
To throw, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
180. Real. Start.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Looking to put a drive together.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41. Here's 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a first and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
319!
Now Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf, 46 yards. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Buccaneers 0. Chris
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something to take.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving, 65 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll return this one all the way out of the other side of the field.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
319.
Rodgers now to throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Blocked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Once again, it's Irving. And he stopped immediately there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Now a 3rd and 6. Mayfield going to switch things up here. On 3rd down, they go with Irving. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. An audible here to get a new look.
Pistol. Kings. Point it right. Stop.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Baker going to give it to Irving. 112 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Mayfield to throw it. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this one is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. To throw is Rodgers. Down the field, he's got one. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Boswell's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
20-yard line.
Hey, Roy 33.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this is going to be a Bucs first down as he gets this up past the 30. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Throwing is Rodgers. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Steelers 10. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the
Following the
Buccaneers.
touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24.
Looking to put a drive together.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Get 300. Get 300. Yeah, this.
Here's Rodgers. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Not open downfield. It's Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a play fake. Rodgers. A short one there to Freiermuth. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now it's Rodgers. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Gainwell. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Inside.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Rodgers will throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Buccaneers 21, Steelers 18.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. On the return is Sean Tucker. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Now Mayfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
Hey, alert, 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 180! Hey, alert 33. Real.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the give, it's Warren. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Levante David in on the tackle. Now it's 2nd and 10.
18-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd
right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
88, back north.
Now Rodgers. And that'll be dumped off to Gainwell. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Warren is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Kenneth Gainwell from 3 yards out. And the Steelers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Straight ahead, it's Irving. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, alert!
Now Mayfield. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
180!
A first carry for Rashad White. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
It's a loss of a yard.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Pistol.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't, because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 6. Now a run with Warren. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
We are 20 minutes south of downtown Buffalo. It is Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off.
Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico. Greg Olson set to get this one started. And off we go in Western New York. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Blue 58. Plant.
Once again, it's Warren. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the 1st down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Three plays in and a test. It's 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
The master of play action, Rodgers. Metcalf left side, he's got it. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They'll run it right here with Warren. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
Gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and
4. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
319.
From the gun, Rodgers. He finds Austin with the ground. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. And he's going to have the Steelers' 1st down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
Just a great effort by the back. I mean, just the ability to keep your legs moving, to make sure he had enough to pick up the 1st down. He's able to move the chain by a few, and just a great call, great execution, especially given the circumstances.
A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, 88.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Greg Russo in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that 1st quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Hey, 319.
Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
So often, sacks, especially on first down, can be drive killers. But their ability here to take this from 2nd and long to 3rd and short, they've got a really good opportunity here, Mike. If they don't get it on 3rd, don't be surprised if they go for it on 4th.
That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Inside.
4th down. Rodgers. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Round 80. What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
Here's 1st and 10.
What's that?
Play action. It's Allen. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to get the football at their own 40.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the 3rd or 4th read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
319. 319.
On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Rodgers now. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now Rodgers. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Hey, Check 26. Green 18. Clear Mike. Green 18.
On fourth down, they snap it to Rodgers. And taken in. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down.
Box it. 58.
To the air once more. It's Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 10. That's a Steeler first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Rodgers. And we try to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Shaq Thompson.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Middle. Ready? Out.
Throwing now. Allen here on first down. He'll find Shakir open right side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First and 10, and it's Allen. They'll go back to Shakir. He's got another one. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10.
Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Khalil Shakir, the intended target. And it'll be second down.
Half 85. Ready?
To throw once more, here's Allen. The second down throw is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
Regular. Alert! Half. What's that?
They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Will set up the screen to Gainwell. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball, they get their man, and it's no gain. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this first half. Rodgers. Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
On third down, Rodgers. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he is out of bounds at the 45. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Steeler first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Steelers.
58.
Rodgers going up top again. Metcalf with the grab. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. That's his third catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
That's another Steelers.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. This one grabbed by Austin. And he'll be forced out of bounds, just a couple of yards short of a first down. That's a pickup of 8.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
258.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That is caught, and the Steelers going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
Back north. Go to 50.
Rodgers. That is caught by the tight end. Pat Fryermuth. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6, and he foregoes the field goal try. They take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
Makes the score Steelers.
So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
Their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's second down and 9. Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
7-yard line. A 1-yard pickup brings up third and 8.
He'll go again with Davis. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Yeah, and this play, Mike, is really just the epitome of what we've seen this entire game. They have not been able to get anything going offensively. It almost seems like they've been operating going in reverse the entire day. In this case, another run, another loss.
And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to...